We'll get started in the child's pose today. So let your big toes come to touch in the center of the mat. Let the knees be wide. Wiggle your hips side to side as they go back towards the heels. Letting the spine find length from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Let those shoulder space be comfortable. If you need to bend the arms, maybe you can reach a little farther forward with those fingers. Take a nice big inhale through the nose, send it down into the belly. Hold it there. And then exhale out of the mouth. One more time. Big deep inhale. Fill the lungs, fill your belly. Soft release. Last one together before we return to normal breathing. Deep inhale. Fill the belly. Exhale, release. Transitioning onto our mats and into our yoga space. I invite you to set an intention for how you wish to be today. It could be on the mat or off the mat. But instead of the goal, set an intention for how you wish to be. It could be light on your feet today. It could be grounded and strong. Anything that comes to mind. Seal the intention with an inhale, maybe smile around the lips. And exhale, release it out. We'll invite some movement into the body, walking the hands over to the right. Reach through the fingertips, really reach through the left fingertips. Open that side shoulder and sink the weight back to the left. Forehead rests down on the mat, wherever it's comfortable. Maybe it's lifted, that's okay. Come through center, take the hands over to the left. Keep the core engaged here, protecting the low back. Reach through the right fingertips. Coming through center, bring your hands under the shoulders. Lift up to the tabletop. First tabletop of class. Move into your cat-cow. Inhale, point the lowers down. Gazes up. At your own pace, exhale, arch the spine, bending heavy. Scared cat pose. You can keep those eyes closed here. If that feels nice, tune into the spine, make it your practice. Doesn't have to look any one way. Move everything, move the space in the shoulders, move the tailbone. Really tune into how your spine is today. The next phase, maybe even send your hips side to side. Use that Ujjayi breath to guide the movement. The breath comes before the movement. Couple more deep cat-cows, very intentional. And then bring your hands a little farther in front of and wider than where they are right now. Draw belly or circles with your belly button here. Nice and wide, going both directions. When the hips are down to the side, you can let them sink down to the floor. Kind of breathe into that side space, if that feels good. Just tuning into the body here, still warming up, feeling our spine. And then come back to that tabletop. So bring the wrists right under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then we'll open the right hip, bring the right right knee out to the side. Take some hip circles, both directions. And then we'll drop the right knee and move to a thread the needle right side. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, send it under. Reach as far as you can. Let the shoulder come down, head comes down to the mat. Left hand can press into the mat to roll you a little deeper. Feel the shoulder blades open. Stay with your breath, feel nice and stable. And then if you want to take a balancing posture, lifting the inside leg, your wrist twist. Slowly return to tabletop. Coming out the same way you came in. Wrist under shoulders, same thing left side. Bring the left knee out 90 degrees. Hip circles both directions. Whatever feels natural here, just opening the hip. Drop the left knee, thread the needle left side. Inhale, open the heart space. Exhale, send it under, reach as far as you can. Head comes down wherever it's comfortable. Begin to roll over that left shoulder. You can lift that inside leg if you want to make it a balancing posture. Slowly coming back to tabletop. And then we'll push back onto our shins here for a little bit, opening up the bottoms of the feet, all 10 toes. Send the weight back as much as you can. That feels nice for your body. And then we'll take some wrist stretches here too. Take both of those wrists in circles. And then press the back of the fists together. All right, we'll release out of that. We're going to come to our sit bones, bring our heels in front of us. We'll come to a reverse tabletop now. So fingers face forward. We're going to press through the heels, lift the hips. On an inhale, reverse tabletop, let your head fall back, opening the front of the shoulders. And release it down. Similar, we're going to bring the left heel to the center line of the mat and the right ankle on top of the knee. And then press through the heel on an inhale, lift the hips. Feel that right glute opening up, feel the shoulders. And then sit it back down. Keep the legs where they are. Just open up this right glute here for a seated figure 4. So there's lots of movement here. You can open your hip a little wider. You can press the knee out to the side. You can rock side to side. Sit up nice and tall with the spine. And stay with your breathing. All right, switch up those legs. So now the right heel's on the mat, left ankle to right knee, fingers still facing forward. On an inhale, press through the right heel, lift the hips and the head fall back. Wheelbarrow pose. And release it down. Stay with the ankle right there, and then open that right glute. However feels best in your body. You can pick up the hips if you want to press the hips into the mat. All right, we'll release that. Press both heels onto the mat. Now we're going to come to a boat pose. So start by sitting up nice and tall. Reach through the chest, hands by the side, palms facing in. Begin to lean back until the heels lift off the mat, boat pose. This is our exhale position. Inhale, canoe, spine to the mat. Exhale, crunch up at your own pace. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Boat to canoe, use your own breath. Follow your own pace. Feel that core warming up. Even those hip flexors. Stay with it. The slower you go, the harder it will be. Couple more. All right, when you get up to sit it, drop the left leg. We'll grab the right foot with the left hand, kick through the heel, and then on an inhale, bring your right hand up and over the leg behind you. Pull your foot over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Sit up nice and tall with the inhale. Exhale, twist a little more. All right, come to center, drop that right leg. Same thing, other side. Grab your left foot with the right hand. Kick through the heel to straighten the leg, and then an inhale sweeps the hand up and over, let it land behind you. Spinal twist, opening that IT band on the left side. Pull the foot over to the right. Gaze back behind you. All right, release to center. We're gonna grab the back of the legs, roll along the spine a couple times, like 4 or 5 times. Give yourself a little massage. And then we're coming all the way to chair pose. So focus on grounding those feet, big toes to touch. Keep the knees bent, sweep the hands forward. Press down through your tailbone. Chair pose, pull those low ribs in. You're nice and stable here. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep those knees bent about hips width distance. Come to a rabbit pose. So let the arms and head and heavy here. Bend the knees. Let the low back release. You can sway side to side. Shake out the head here too, letting gravity do the work. Tune in with your breathing. Just check in with it. Make sure you're still moving with your own breath. Intentional breathing. Having grace with whatever you're at to do. And then slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. Heads up, the last thing to come up, and then we'll take a couple shoulder rolls. Bring them up towards the ears, let them go down the back. And then we'll just shake out the whole body here too. So you can kind of sway side to side, let it go out the feet, move around if you want. All those little jitters. All right, come back to mountain pose. Nice and strong grounding through those feet. Hand chin forward, tall from the crown. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale into the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulder heart forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose, hold plank. Hold plank. Wrists are right under those shoulders, tuck your hips a little lower. Stay here. Or take right knee, right elbow, send it back. Left knee, left elbow, send it back. If you can do that, maybe you lift the knee up to the armpit with the shoulder. If you want to just hold plank or take plank down to your knees, that's okay. Keep going. Feel the obliques crunching every single time. Keep those hips low. Nice. Shoulder to shoulder. Good job. All right, come back to center. Hold it. Drop the knees. 8-point pose. Drop chest and chin between the thumbs. And then lower those legs down. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Hands off the mat for the first one. Use the strength of the low back. Lift with the chest. And exhale, press back to child pose. Let that spine go long. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side, settle them down towards the heels. Nice long spine, a little more warm than we were the first time. Always have option to return to child's pose at any time, or taking rest in a down dog as well. And we'll lift up through tabletop, making our way to the first down dog class. So through tabletop, you'll tuck all 10 toes, exhale, lift the hips, send them back, settle the heels. Start to pedal out the feet here. Let the gaze be back between the legs the whole time. Coming into your down dog. Lifting, lowering the heels, spread your fingers wide. Try to roll the armpits in a little bit so you're nice and strong, as if you're ready for your handstand on it. All right, we'll take it through a Sunday on the bottom of an exhale. Look at the space between the hands. Walk step or hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift, shun the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Relax down by the side. And then inhale, hands come overhead. Exhale, into the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can take it through your first chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, knee and down dog. Work with your one breath per movement. We'll always be in down dog. From here, make sure you're nice and stable with those shoulders. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift the foot. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it high and tight. Inhale, lift the foot. Third exhale, right knee, right elbow, or armpit. Inhale, lift. You can flip the dog or hold your wild bear. Hold your three-legged down dog. Press through the heels, reach your hand towards the front of the room. Hips are high. One breath here. And return to your three-legged down dog. Keep the right foot in the air if you can. And then exhale, low lunge. Plant the foot, drop your left knee. Staying in this low lunge for like a minute, so you can come out of it, rotate the hips down, come back forward. You might feel a little deeper. Maybe you have a block. Yeah, just breathing into that front hip. Should be no knee pain. Maybe the block helps with that too. You can lift the knee. Last couple breaths here. Notice wherever you're holding that tension. And then we'll send it back to half splits, straighten into your front leg. Walk your heel maybe 2 inches more forward. And then inhale, half lift over that right leg. Exhale, fold your forehead down to the shin. It's a good pose to have a block if you want to keep. Yeah, you're under the hand. If full splits isn't your practice, go ahead. But a couple more deep breaths here, really opening the legs. Coming forward all the way to high lunge. Ground through the right foot, pick up your back knee, sweep the hands forward. Deep bend in that front knee right away, deeper bend. Pick up the left knee into the quad, settle in. Exhale, prayer hands twist to the right, left elbow, right knee. Press your hands together, gaze over to the right. We'll inhale back to high lunge. And then warrior 3, ground through the right foot, lift your left heel off the mat. Reach forward with those hands. You look like a capital T from the side, nice job. Use your dristy. Standing splits, both hands down, left hand heel reaches towards the ceiling. Challenge your balance, lift one or both feet off the mat, big hands. Lift all your feet off the mat. Nice job, relax your head even. And then step back to pyramid pose, left heel behind right heel, back toes out at an angle. Inhale, half lift with the chest, find length in the spine. Maybe you have that block. Exhale, forehead down to the right shin. Last exhale here. And then bend that front knee, plant the hands under the shoulders, step back, take it through a chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it, we meet in down dog. Feeling that warmth in the body. Add more movement. From down dog, inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, right left knee, right elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift the foot. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it really high. Inhale, lift the foot. Third exhale, right your left knee, left elbow, or armpit. Nice. Inhale, lift. All the way to a wild thing, flipping the dog, bend that left knee, let it fall off the mat. Nice job. Press through the heels, lift the hips. Return to your three-legged down dog. Nice and strong through the shoulders. Next exhale brings it to low lunge. Plant the left foot, drop your right knee. Same thing, we hold these ones for a little longer. So breathe into that right hip flexor. And then notice where your mind goes. Notice where the tension in the body goes. Try to relax all of it. Breathe into that right side body. Last breath here. Send it back half split, straight into the left leg. And then walk the heel a couple inches farther forward, helps with the balance. Maybe there's a block under the hand. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold the forehead over the left shin. Last breath. And then your next inhale leads you all the way to high lunge. So work on that transition. Ground through your left foot, lift your right knee, sweep the hands forward. Right away, settle more into this working pose. Yeah. Pick that back knee up, deep into the front knee, relax the shoulders off the ears. Exhale for hands, twist to the left, right elbow, left knee. Try to find that grip and then press the palms together. Every exhale gets you a little bit more into the twist, face over to the left. Inhale back to high lunge. And then fly to warrior three. Pop up that right foot, grounding through the left foot this time. Yogi's choice for warrior three. Try to reach the hands as forward as you can if possible. And then standing splits. Drop both hands, lift the right heel to the sky. Strong standing leg, let the forehead relax down to the foot. Maybe you pick up one hand to the back of the calf, maybe both. Drop the back foot, pyramid pose, 3 to 4 feet behind the heels. When you get there, inhale, half lift over your left shin. And exhale, forward fold. Use that block, it really helps with the lifting part. You want to be able to find length in the spine. And then fold. Pull your belly button up to the spine, creating a little more space. And then bend that front knee, plant the hands under the shoulders, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it, knee and down dog. We'll take it through a sun A and the bottom of an exhale. Look at the space between the hands, lock circle off to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse one and all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring it through heart center, down by the side. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, into the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Take it through your chaturanga vinyasa or skip it. Knee and down dog. We'll inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one this time. Back heel stays on the mat, toes out at an angle. Reach those hands forward. And then we're gonna find some adjustments here. Pull your right hip back into its socket a little bit more. Get those hip bones to be square to the front of the room. You can still see that right big toe. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, grab the hands behind you, hands or elbows, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, humble the warrior, let your chest fall to the inside of your right thigh. Relax your head and neck. Pull your hands overhead towards me. Ooh, nice job, Kevin. Nice job. Warrior one legs. All right, release the hands, standing splits. On that right foot, pop your left foot high to the sky. All right, we're going to transition to warrior three. Bend that front knee to protect it. Lift your chest. Hands out heart center this time, warrior three. Hands out heart center. And then revolved half moon. Left hand down, right hand up. Fingertips to the floor. There's a block under your face for those left fingertips. Revolved half moon. Drop the back foot, revolve triangle. Slide the left hand to the inside of right foot. Bring that block with you. Try to straighten into both legs. And we're still revolving the hands. Right hand up, left hand down. Release all the way to a wide-legged forward fold. You're going to roll on the heel of that right foot. Bring the toes into center. Inhale, half lift, and you get there. And exhale, forward fold. First wide-legged forward fold. You can grab the floor underneath you. You can grab the outside of your calves. If you want more shoulders today, grab the hands overhead behind you. Let them fall towards the floor. Similar to that warrior, or humble warrior. A few more breaths, stay with it. In your own time, make your way back to the front of your mat, framing right foot. Take it through a chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, meet in down dog. One breath per movement, meeting in down dog. All right, let's take lizard pose right side. Inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, let it land on the outside of your right pinky. Drop your left knee. You're gonna roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, and then gently press the right knee just out a little bit. If you're ready, you can come down onto your forearms, or you can add a little quad, well, if you wanna get into the left quad, you can kick your heel up towards the glute. But it's a big stretch, this is pretty intense. Yes, stay with that ujjayi breathing. All right, gently making your way back to down dog. Hands come under the shoulders, lift up your left knee, step your right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, plank the foot, come up, warrior one. Sweep those hands forward. Back heel down at an angle. And then pull your left hip into the socket. This time, try to get those hips a little more square. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, drop the hands, pull the chest space open. Exhale, humble your warrior. Let your chest fall to the inside of that left leg. Relax your head and neck. Pull your hands overhead. Pull your belly button up to the spine. Relax that neck. Woo. Drop the hands, standing splits. Lift up off that left leg. Right foot goes as high as you can. All right, we have like 4 more poses on this left foot. So this is our foundation. Strong through the left foot. Bend the left knee a little bit, allowing you to come up to warrior three. Hands out, heart center. Use your drishti here, so your focal gaze. And then revolved half moon. Left hand to the sky, right hand down under the face. Maybe you have a block. Your extendo arm to help you balance. Nice and strong. Drop the back foot, revolve triangle. Bring your hand to the inside of left foot. Your left hand stays where it was. Spinal twist, straighten both legs. Nice job. Chest open. All right, we come all the way to our second wide-legged forward fold. Roll on your left heel, turn your chest to the center arm of the mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take a different variation this time. You can take a spinal twist with one hand under the face and then inhaling the other hand to the sky. Being mindful of the back of the knees. And then maybe make it a little bit of a balancing posture, moving the weight into the balls of the feet. See those heels lift just a little off the mat. Nice. All right, from this side, we're going to wiggle it down to a frog pose. So drop your knees on the mat. Everyone's kind of facing the windows. We're going to bring the knees super wide, press the insides of the shins into the mat. Your big toes can stay out like by the knees width, or you can bring the big toes to touch. Frog pose will vary just depending on your hips. So hands underneath the chest to keep the weight more in the hands, or you can go down to those forearms and begin to sit the weight back. And just move around a little bit. Find a spot you think you can hold for at least 45 seconds. Big and go from there. Protect that low back by pulling your belly button up. And then notice where the tension moves. It's probably not just in the hips. Notice your whole body in this pose. Maybe move around a little bit, find another spot you can hold for another 45 seconds. Be mindful of the knees always. You can roll with the mat. You can grab a blanket. Okay. Very gently, probably the slowest we're going to move in this class. Wiggle your knees back together, lift the weight forward into the hands. And make your way back to the front of your mat. And come back to the down dog. Nice and slow, maybe walk out the heels a little bit. Just returning back to down dog, noticing your hips. And then take it through a sunny here. So on the bottom of an exhale, look at the space between your hands, move with your own pace. Walk over, walk to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, reverse it all the way to standing. And exhale, hands to the front center, down by the side. Actually, we're going to come to chair pose. Don't finish it, so bring your big toes to touch some space between the heels. And then on an inhale, sweep the hands forward, send those hips down. Chair pose, getting back into the legs. So pretend like you have a tail, tuck it down towards the earth, pull your core in. Hands go higher, tailbone goes lower. Exhale for hands, twist all the way over to the right. Left elbow, right knee. Keep your knees glued together. Gaze over to the right, press your palms together. Move the weight into your right foot, lift your left heel to the left glute. Take a pause here, balancing on right side, and then send it back, high lunge with prayer and twist. Nice transitions. And then step it back to chair pose, just bringing that left foot back to the right. Inhale, hands through center. Exhale, hands over to the left. Prayer hands, and then right elbow meets outside of left knee. Pull the belly button up and in. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, gaze over to the left. Keep the knees glued together. Move the weight into the left foot. Kickstand the right toes to start, and then lift right heel towards right glute. Send it back, high lunge. Working on the transitions. And then step it back, chair pose. When the foot meets the mat, and then inhale to center. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can take it through your chaturanga vinyasa. Sit your feet down, dog. Inhale, right foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, plank the foot, come up, warrior two. Let those hips are nice and open, long through the fingertips, gaze over the right fingertip. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow, right knee, left hand reaches up and over. Maybe you're holding that beach ball with that right elbow off, right knee. Inhale, reverse it, left hand down, right hand up. Look at the space in front of your right toes, half moon. Plant the right fingertips, lift the left heel off the mat, lift the right or the left hand up. Triangle pose this time. Drop your back foot, sweep your right fingertips into the inside of your right foot. Left hand stays lifted. Use those obliques to keep the chest lifted too. And then moving to our third wide-legged forward fold, bring your chest to the center of the mat. Bring those toes into pigeon. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Third of four, so maybe finding a different variation this time or play around with your favorite. Try playing around with that balance, moving the weight to the balls of the feet, and even playing around with how far away your feet are from each other. You can bring them a little closer, a little wider. All right, very slowly coming back to the front of the mat. Plant those hands under the shoulders. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Take it through a chaturanga vinyasa. Or skip it and lean down dog. Same thing on the other side. When you get there, inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior two. Curl the hands. The hips are nice and open. So you feel the hips open, but then you lift up from your center line. Move the other balance. Exhale, extend side angle, left elbow, left knee. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're actually holding a beach ball today. Inhale, reverse it. Left hand to the sky, right hand down, right leg, or about to move back. Hand goes in front of the left toes, half moon. Popping our right foot and right hand to the sky. Hand, walking the face into the left hand. And then dropping back to your triangle pose. Try to let the back heel land 3 to 4 feet behind the first one. And then keep your left hand down right foot. All right, fourth and final wide-legged forward fold. Bring your toes into pigeon. Play around with an inversion here if you want. And wide-legged forward fold. So there's the shoulder stretch one where you bring your hands together overhead. There's a spinal twist, reaching one hand to the sky at a time. You can grab your big toes, you can grab outside of your calves. Every breath is intentional. Inhale, find space. Exhale, fold a little deeper. And then in your own time, come back to the front of the mat. We're going to lower all the way down to our bellies here. We'll open the shoulders, stick your right arm out to the side. Roll the left hip to stack on top of the right hip. You can bend that top knee. Press the foot into the mat. And then your left hand can be in front of the face, or your left hand can be on your left hip, or your left hand can try to reach your right hand. Yeah. Gently coming back to center, find a neutral spine. And then you'll open to the left. Stick that left arm out to the side. Roll over so the right hip stacks on top of the left. Opening the heart space. Take that right hand wherever this feels comfortable. Gently coming back to center. Stay on the belly here. We're going to do one low back. We're going to do one bow pose, just getting your low back forward here. So if bow pose is not in your practice, you can do like a Superman. You can do the same thing. Bow pose is in your practice. Grab your feet, gazes forward on an inhale, lift and kick. Lift the thighs a little more, lift the chest a little more, kick a little harder, gaze lifts. Highest as you can. And release, hands under your shoulders, very gently press back to a child's pose. We're nice and slow, let that tailbone go all the way back to the heels. And our last child's pose. You can bend the hands, getting a little tricep stretch here. Yeah, bending at the elbows, I mean. All right, come forward through tabletop down dog. We're going to move to pigeon pose. So last down dog, maybe even feels good to stretch out the back of the legs here for a moment. And then right knee is going to come behind right wrist. Get that shin as high to the front of the mat as you can. Walk your left leg forward. Oh, okay. Mom. Gosh. Don't you know you have no favors? Did she call your baby? No. That's what she does. So this is one of the three we do that. I can set it so that she has to call like 3 times before it rings. I haven't done that. But sorry. Everybody's favorite pigeon pose. Let your body weight open that right glute. Lots of hips today. You should feel pretty open at this point. But again, notice where the tension moves in the body. Sometimes up to the shoulders or the face. Last breath, and then we're going to move the weight over onto the right hip and swing around all the way to the full expression pigeon. So bring your left foot all the way to stack on your right knee. And you can have a block here if you want to help just kind of ease that space between the heel and ankle, or the heel and the knee. And then press your fists or your hands into the mat, lift the hips for a second, let the weight come back down nice and even. If that's painful, lift out that bottom leg. You can return to the figure 4 we did at the beginning of the class, just opening one hip at a time. But if this feels good in your body, you can inhale, find length through the spine, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, and come forward. Last couple breaths. And then lift up, we'll release those feet, press the heels into the mat, and just eventually wipe the knees a little bit, releasing those hips. And then cross the legs. We'll roll over the knees back to down dog. So we can get into pigeon pose left side. Wow, okay, last time. This is your very last down dog class. So if you want to flap those feet one last time. And then bring your left knee to behind left wrist. Try to get the shin as high as you can. Walk your right leg back. And in your own time, you can come down to those forearms. It's going nice and slow and listening to that left side. Protecting the knee. Trying to soften and open that space. Lifting up, moving the weight onto that left side, releasing your right foot all the way around. It's kind of fun, so you can play with that little sweeping movement until your right ankle lands on the knee. Readjust those hips. So I like to press my hands into the mat, lift the hips back up. And then that block in that space is a good option. We're also releasing the bottom leg completely. Coming back here, yeah, we're down here. And only if it's in your practice, you can bow forward. Last exhale, nicely release, and then press on up with your inhale. Let the heels come out in front of you. Come to a straight leg stretch. So ground down through those bones. Try to get your tailbone as close to the mat as you can. Straighten through those heels. Lift the tip, lift the toes up towards the face. We'll inhale, find lift and lengthen the spine. And exhale, hinge forward. Trying to keep the leg for as long as you can. And then when you're ready, you can release the hands down to the mat. Maybe they reach for your toes. Top of the head reaches for the top of your feet. Inhale, lift up, and we'll lower down onto our backs. The last 2 minutes of class, so if there's any little stretches you need to do, or movements before we meet on our backs. And then hug your knees into your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, rock side to side, tuck your chin down a little bit. Try to get the spine as long as you can, pressing it down into the mat. All right, keep both heels up to the ceiling. We'll come to a shoulder stand here. Press your hands into the mat. Get some momentum to lift the hips. Catch your low back, wiggle the elbows together. Try to get your hips to stack over your shoulders. Reach up through the bottom of your feet. Squeeze your inner thighs together. You might feel a little constriction in the breathing, but you're nice and strong. Keep reaching up. And if you want to lower to a cloud pose, drop those feet overhead. Being very mindful of that low back and cloud pose. Maybe you can bring your hands to clasp underneath you. Keep rolling up onto those shoulders. And then very gently press the hands into the mat to roll out one vertebra at a time. Slow and controlled. And then drop the knees to the outside of the body for happy baby. Gently rock side to side here. Tuck your chin down. Just trying to create a little more length through the back of your neck. Imagine that space getting a little longer. bring the knees into the chest, and we'll take a supine twist over to the right. So drop the knees over to the right, and then this pose can look a lot of different ways depending on how it feels best in your body. You can drop the right leg long and wrap your left leg around the right leg, or both knees can stay stacked. And then you'll want to cactus the left arm if you can. Try to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Gaze goes over to the left. Every exhale, releasing a little more. Right, come back to center. Neutral spine, notice any little rebounding sensations. And then same thing left side, bring the knees into the chest, let them fall over to the left. Pick up the hips, bring them back to the center line of the mat. So that if there's a pull going right down your hip, you would hit both of your hips. They're stacked right on top of each other. Nice job. Maybe even think about wiggling the crown of your head a little taller so your spine is as long as it can be, and then shoulder blades try to stay on the mat. Just melting into this pose, nice and open. And then gently coming back to center. And now you have a minute, yogis, to get in any last stretches that your body needs. Just let it flow naturally, don't even think about it. Let your body move. Any last movements, prepping the body for stillness. Yeah, a little bridge pose, butterfly pose. Anything at all. Body doesn't lie, so just let it kind of guide you here. Setting up for our final pose of class, Shavasana. Let the legs go long, toes roll out to the side. Tall through the crown of the head. Palms can be down by your sides. Palms face up to receive. Or left hand on heart, right hand on your solar plexus. Before we slip away into Shavasana, return to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. And we're going to bring that with us into Shavasana. Welcome to Shavasana.
Invite movement back into the body, but wiggling fingers, toes. Let it wake up the rest of the body. You can flutter the eyes open. And then reach your hands overhead like it's that first stretch of the day. Long body stretch. Nice big breath to the belly, and then exhale, roll over onto your favorite side. Arm as a pillow, little fetal position. Taking notice in this space. And maybe dedicating to take yoga off the mat with you until the other 23 hours of the day. We'll gently press up to a comfortable seated position and class seated facing the front of the room. You can let the hands rest on the knees. Close the eyes if you want. Gentle bow of the chin. Last inhale together, bring hands overhead. Exhale, thumbs down to your third eye center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank each and every one of you for showing up and sharing space today. Happy Wednesday. Namaste.